A plane consists of many points, and to position those points mathematically, a reference point is chosen amongst them, something like that. And with respect to that reference point, x and y coordinates are assigned to all the points, which are actually the position coordinates or the name of those points. The system looks somewhat like this. If amongst these we choose any other reference point, then the coordinates of each point changes because the new coordinates are assigned with respect to the new reference point. Before we move ahead, let's answer the questions asked in the previous module. Here you can see I have divided this plane into 4 quadrants by choosing this as the reference point, which is called origin. My first question was locate all the points in the plane such that their y coordinate is equals to 5. So this is the point where the y coordinate is 5. In fact, this is the point where the y coordinate is 5. So all the points on this line, if you see, the y coordinate is 5. And we can confirm this by this also. See here. So all the points on this line has the y coordinate equals to 5. Now my next question was find out all the points whose x coordinate is minus 6. So here we can see that x equals minus 6. So yes, here is x equals to minus 6. In fact, this point is minus 6 comma 5. No, this point is minus 6 comma 10. So all the points on this line have the abscissa minus 6. Then my third question was find out all the points where the x coordinate equals y. That means the points are gonna be 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1.3, 1.3, somewhat like that. So let's see. Y equals x. So here, this is the line. It exactly divides the quadrant into 2 parts, the first one and the third one. This is 5 comma 5, this is 10 comma 10, this is 1 comma 1, this point is 2 comma 2, this is 3 comma 3. So all the points in this line satisfy this relation. And what's the relation? Y is equals to x. Then the next one was find out all the points whose y coordinate is twice the x coordinate. That means ordinate is twice the abscissa. So y equals 2x. So here, this is the line. No, here you can see the coordinates of this point are 5 comma 10, and this is gonna be 2.5 comma 5. No, here it's gonna be this is your minus 2 and this is your minus 4, minus 2 comma minus 4. So you can clearly see the ordinate is twice the abscissa. Okay, then next question was find out all the points in this plane whose y coordinate is square of its x coordinate. So here I am writing y equals x raised to power 2. So these are the points. Okay, so all the points on this graph has their ordinate square of its abscissa. The next was find out all the points whose ordinate is 1 more than the, or I suppose 3 less than the square of the x coordinate. Means the relation was this: y equals x raised to power 2 minus 3. And these are the points. These all are the points. Okay, so many of you were doing it manually. So that's correct. Some of you joined, just included this 0, 0 in this. It's not necessary all graphs pass through 0, comma 0 means the origin. Okay, they'll pass 0, comma 0 is also a point. So a graph will pass through 0, comma 0 if 0, comma 0 is one of its point, means if it is satisfying that relation. Okay, then I asked you locate all the points whose ordinate is 1 more than thrice the abscissa. That means y equal 3x plus 1. So this is the, here you can see purple. So this is the purple line telling us that. Okay. And I gave you one more, that was y equals x raised to power 3, and this is the black line. Okay. So there are infinitely many points which satisfy these equations, because these are the equations in two variables here. These are the equations in two variables. Okay. So they won't have a particular answer. No, there are many points. So that's why we have either curve or the lines, because curves and the points are the curves, or the lines are the collection of points. Now I want to show you that here the ordinate, that means the y coordinate, is related to the abscissa by this relation. Okay, if you input your abscissa here, it will get processed through this expression and then will give you your ordinate. So here the relation between the abscissa and ordinate is cubic, because this is called cubic polynomial, because degree of this polynomial is 3. Let me remind you, the highest power of the variable is taken as the degree of the polynomial. And that's why this polynomial is cubic. So whenever the relation is this, cubic, then the plot is somewhat like this. If you can assure it by this also, y equal x raised to power 3 minus 4 x raised to power 2. No, this is also a cubic relation. It has 4 terms. It is only binomial in nature, but it is also cubic and it is also cubic. Then the graph looks somewhat like this. But if you changes this cubic polynomial to quadratic, then graph is U-shaped. That means parabolic. Okay, let's check it here also. So this is also parabolic, U-shaped. If you further changes it into linear, the graph is a straight line. Okay, I'm reducing the power. So this is 4x minus 1. You can see again the graph is a straight line. So depending upon the relation between the abscissa and ordinate, the graph takes its shape. If the relation is linear, okay, means the power of the polynomial is 1, then the graph is a line. But if it is quadratic, then it is U-shaped. And if it is cubic, it's some other power. So we'll be studying the linear relation between the y and the x coordinate. This is the part of your syllabus, being a student of class 9. Okay, so in the next video, I'll be exploring more and more about the linear polynomial. Let's study the linear only. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you.